One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
Hey, this that Eastside Johnny Big Redemption like. Know what I'm talking about? Hold up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah. Yeah. Get out the way, get out my way, yeah. Yeah. You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or win. Win, 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 win. Yeah. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win. These I'm saying.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. Tyreek Hill set to return it, and he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And Hill with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Check 13. Check 13. Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go. Ohio. White 90. Ohio. White 90. I got you, son. I got you. Ohio. Ohio.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Let's go. Go ahead. 300.
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Good job. Good stuff. Yellow. Move. Rhino.
Cousins now on second down. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Lucky 50.
Cousins. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
You don't want no problems with me.
50. We're going. We're going. Let's go.
Now a toss play to Bernard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Liz 50, here we go.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Wait your heart, huh?
Now Bernard. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On the toss, Bernard looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Rose, Rose.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Kirk Cousins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because it makes you celebrate with the big fellas.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And they've got it here with a 1st down. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Penny, a 1st down carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Returning it, John Ross. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. As his guys are in for 6, and the Broncos are in for 6. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Come on, let's go. White 90. Ohio. White 90. Ohio. Cut.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. D. Ford able to get him for a loss of about 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Kaiser now on 2nd down. That's caught by Penny. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. He is going to find Hill here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The result, a 1st down, as the quick slant gets him 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, and maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Kaiser now. Does side off to Penny is running back. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Kaiser now to throw on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And now here's Ross. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
50, here we go. Here we go.
Cousins on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Kaiser to throw it. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there at 22. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They keep it with Penny on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad. Because
outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say that on play action, Kaiser.
They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Get ready.
Ohio!
Under 10, 10. Check.
On third down, Penny. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Black.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And Brate, the tight end's got it. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second down, Cousins. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On second down, Cousins again. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Here we go. Hey, steamer.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Move. Hey, flipper. 300.
Cousins now to throw on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Flex round.
Following the interception, Kaiser. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Second down, Kaiser. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Muhammad Wilkerson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be second down. Cousins now. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Black. Rhino! Shit! Let's go.
On third down, Cousins. And a pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Bernardrick McKinney coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Kaiser on first down. Over the middle, pulled in by Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old, reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Flex round!
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Ohio! Flex round! Let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
To the air again, Kaiser. On target over the middle of the hill. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Kaiser going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Rashad Penny. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Ohio! Flex round! Come on, let's go! Red 38!
Kaiser from the gun on 3rd. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Kaiser showing what he can do with his legs. It's more than just the arm. He scrambles and picks up the 1st.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
He'll get it up the middle. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He's going to get it running right. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave them with a long 4th and goal. Carlson able to put this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now a second down throw for Cousins. This is Shepard on the catch. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That catch good for 5. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. A first down throw for Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Go ahead. Hey, you got 3 down. Rhino!
Now a carry for Bernard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
We're going. Let's go. Let's 50.
They'll run again with Bernard. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Complete. He finds Bray. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cameron Brate, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Santos with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 63 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Deshaun Kaiser with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Carlson now to kick this one away. Now Ross to return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Cousins. He drops it off for Bernard. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Lucky 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Move. Lucky 50. Lucky 50.
Right back to him on first down. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Here we go. Let's go. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Through. Hey, flipper. Lynch 50.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. The rookie Minka Fitzpatrick with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
52. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Let's pick it up. It's our time.
Ohio.
Let's get off the field. Check three.
49. Ohio.
On second down, here's Penny. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. Call it a loss of 18, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it wasn't so much that it looked like the offense was threatening. They were. I mean, they had great field position, but how about the defense on that one? Huge stop on third down. It wasn't just a stop. Look at the loss of yardage, and it changes the play calling and the thought process for the offense now. Big-time play for the D, and now they have the advantage.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your